strangers to reverse sweeps. They did it yesterday, didn't they? Lost on Dust 2 to Spirit. Still won the series with two very dominant maps. So don't be surprised if you see Astralis come out the gate swinging. A missed opportunity perhaps on Ancient, but now they've got to put their money where their mouth is.
We've had a dual Berettas in every single pistol round of this series so far.
Yeah, and so let's keep track. We've had a team kill, we've had one frag out of Snappy, and yeah, that's it.
With the team kill factored in,
so we're zero. Yeah, we're zero.
So here we are. Let's see, Doto, this is your time perhaps to shine with these dual Berettas.
This is interesting. They're going ramp, but they're setting up a player for the door pop. He's already got down the vent. It's Glaive down lower. Deha just trying to get a couple on ramp. He goes 1 for 1, and Hades is here at Hell to try and stop them from getting any further. He's in his home ground. Snappy down on lower already here from the get-go, ready for the take, and Bobski trades. This is going to be down to a retake in a few seconds.
And here are those dual Berettas arriving on the scene. Spinks gonna steal that one away from the dualies. That's the bomb plant denied. That's a bit of a disaster. Doto has worked his way in behind the silo in the site, and so he's just hiding, playing around this bomb. Glaive's been spotted in the vents as well. Hades just jump peeking that now, faking the door, trying to give the illusion he's retreated back into the site. And the dual Berettas, well, they were on top of Hut. Now they're up here in the Xantares spot, mate. This is just as good. This is like the Hut of the B site. So let's see what he's able to get away with.
Yeah, but they're going from range. Glaive going all the way back. Is he going to check this angle? He jumps, and that is super smart for Glaive. Big brain. Can they hit this shot? They can. Glaive's taking him down. And now the chase for Hades is only 15 seconds. Do they have time to get the plant? Do they have the cover? So much pressure being put on by Ence, and Glaive needs to move. They can't go up vent. Even if they chase that kill, which fails, Bubsky goes down. Glaive has to stick it, but as soon as he's off, he's dead. He doesn't even get the plant. Astralis, I mean, they tried to get it down in old Toxic first, remember, but it was Ence charging into B in the 3-on-3 that forced Astralis off of the plant in the first place. It's all pandemonium past that point. And Ence take the pistol. All right.
It's kind of interesting, man. Astralis, they still play it as though they're going to receive a lot of respect right there. They let that bomb go down in the open, and no one is peeking. Like, no one is watching for a push. Because, like, in reality, and if this was Astralis of old, why on earth would you go rushing in like Ence did there? And, you know, that was the case in the Team Spirit game yesterday. It felt like in a lot of those rounds, they were already anticipating that it was won before it was won. And
that was only in Dust, and I feel like they got ahead of it. But yeah, there were like multiple rounds that happened. You know, Dupree with the knife out in the 2v1 on B, that 4-on-4 retake at the last second on A. You know, while this eco just gets rolled by Ence as it should, it's only Glocks. That was a really cool way from Glaive to check the Xantares position. Back in dark, he jumps up, can't get the kill, but he at least got the spot and confirmed that there was a player down in B still. But Ence 2-0. And I don't mean the series, not yet at least, but just at the start of this map. Astralis now come in with their first full buy. Glaive left with, oh, he does have utility, rather. Ignored the money. Comes in late, and let's see what they've got cooking. Still a bonus round for Ence. Got to try and get these SMGs up in your face.
Yeah, boltless smokes down outside. These are pretty standard, right? If you've watched Nuke, you've seen these smokes before. If you find yourself going, wait, what are they? Then I don't know what to tell you. It must be your first time, in which case that's pretty cool. These smokes, they're just going to let you get down secret without anyone seeing you outside. And that's the bomb crossing behind it as well on Magisk. So looking like, you know, it was maybe destined to be a B play early on, but now that they've got secret, they're not actually committing down to B. They're actually looking to retake this outside control late. There's a tag from Hades' scout.
Nope, that was just in sync. It was Bubsky on ramp.
Yeah,
I saw that as well. 50 damage didn't make any sense to me.
No, that's what I was wondering. I was like, how did you just do that? I could sense
the confusion in your voice, Harry. You got to be fast here. Although this one's nice and slow. Burning their way through the clock. Astralis have a lot of map control here. It's all by design, though. Ence giving them a good bit of space, and they're trying to take elsewhere. Snappy pushed into lobby. Oh, Deha messy at Hell. Snappy gets one, and a dink onto the second. It's a good job, but it might not matter. We need more kills out of Ence. They're dropping lower. Astralis will meet them there. Glaive is low HP, and he is alone right now. He needs his merry men following up behind him. Here they are. Spinks, no way. He's got a gap. How is he living right now? They are not ready for this position. Bomb dropped, and he doesn't even need a burn. 5 health,
he's closed
finally
the door on the
finished.
bomb as well.
15 seconds and Hades is still here.
Oh, Hades just missing that timing. But Lucky's low. Lucky's so low. And there's the bomb plant denied. Hades is just playing for time at this point. He's won the round by not fighting. And oh, that's heartbreaking. Lucky looking for an engagement that's never going to get given to him. 3 on the board for Ence. That was a bonus round, and what a round it was. So much just happened in such a short space of time. You had the secret take into the outside take, like, you know, the rotation back up, then into ramp, then down back to B. Like, you ended up where you started in a way if you're Astralis. And Ence, you know, they kind of seemed unfazed by it. You know, they had the rotations down on B in a very timely manner. Spinks gets away with that huge kill onto the bomb.
I love how the door
up Hades.
The door pushes the bomb in.
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
the door will move objects.
Well, that was why Spinks was so determined to close the door and actually, you know, force the bomb into Hades' control. So
that's just a crazy round, man.
And it was all made possible by him surviving in the Molotov. Like,
how? Like, how does he not only survive, but he also, like, steps out to kill Glaive. He takes one step, and he still survives on 5.
Hades, mate, god of the underworld, so maybe he's, like, blessed his team with the immunity to fire.
Yeah. Dexter the Mothman watching on from the sidelines. Many of them in Counter-Strike today, especially in your pugs. Running through your Molotovs with no fear. Great start, friends. They've got to be feeling very happy right now. You know, we've already seen them starting to lean B, some good reads, right? Good shot. Not just Snappy in the pistol round playing dark, but there's Spinks dropping vent with no confirmation that that was ending lower. Just the reads right now out of Ence. Very capable and very experienced Nuke team. Now, obviously, Astralis fall into that same pattern, but a newer roster and some kinks to iron out. How do you iron kinks, Harry?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how big your kink is. Like, my kink is very small. And here's an A-take that I will talk about. They're in the site. It's a 3-on-3.
Bobski's down vent with the bomb.
Spinks is holding for this push, and yeah, the bomb's gone down to B. Okay, that's at least a guaranteed plant.
Oh, and that's all it might be.
Yeah, sadly, that really might be the only thing you get out of this round now. What was a 3-on-3 is now a 1v3 for Bubsky. He's waiting in the vent. Oh. He's been spotted. And now they know he's here. Those 2 guys at ramp are just going to barrel into the site with a very, very alarming pace. Bubsky, it's going to be hard-pressed for him to do much here. And Snappy makes it happen. Ence are up onto 4. And they're continuing. There's this hot-looking squad, man. They're looking real good. Ancient was nice. Now that they meet Astralis on Astralis' map pick, they're keeping it going, Hugo.
You may have looked at this series and gone, yep, nice quick 2-0. And hell, maybe you're right. This is a really good game out of Ence right now. Definitely one of the dark horses of the group. We have a few teams right here in Pro League where we don't really know where to place them right now. And Ence certainly one of them, already starting to answer questions. It was competitive against Vitality. And if anything, this makes Vitality look even better, right? The fact that, you know, Ence were able to, you know, fight them tooth and nail, take them to 30 rounds on Mirage, still falling there, they're still getting 2-0'd. And now Astralis getting worse for wear. Snappy is again down lower, anticipating this to end B. No real information just yet. It's a late smoke outside take here for Astralis. Lining up utility. We even have 2 players leaning lower. Hades checks down below on the ramp, but he's still opening. And you know, really, when you're up against Astralis, there's not always a big reason to play that AWP outside, because Astralis aren't going to give you free kills in yard. They're often just going to run smokes. And so that kind of negates an AWP. Hades will use it elsewhere for now. It also means he can drop down lower in the event of event take. This is a fake, though. Back into A for Astralis as Glaive walks through the main smoke and no one's the wiser. That's a kill for Doto, and now the alarm bell's ringing.
Yeah, Ence have started to piece together exactly what's happening. Diha in through main, moving into that position that Glaive had just cleared. Snappy killing folks through smokes, and Doto there to put 5 on the board for Ence. This Ence squad are looking very excited.
Man, they've got a really good read, right? Even though they don't know that's an A-take, Doto's watching main. On top of that, I think the thing that actually gives it away for Ence, and we tell that from Snappy's position, is when Astralis throw those outside smokes, they follow up with a secret Molotov. Now, you don't often molly secret after your smokes are down. if you're going down Secret, because it just cuts off the time that you have, right? A molly is half the length of a smoke. And as soon as that molly fades, Snappy re-aggresses up Secret and flanks Astralis, even gets a main smoke spam kill. Just great awareness out of Ence. The calling is there, the reads are there, and the shots as well. Hades needs to hit his. Pistols are starting to prove problematic.
Oh, yeah. No, hang on a moment. I was going to say, nah, mate, it should be fine. Maybe he's going to bail them out, but, you know, a 2-on-2, it's certainly not comfortable. Astralis, when they play like I've got nothing to lose, they're a lot faster. They might look to put their first on the board. Can they get past Hades?
They want the gun.
Smoke him. Weapon picked up for Dupree. Oh, every time I see him walking near that smoke, I'm getting scared. They start to go down towards lower. This is where Diha waits, and he's just been sat behind Silo patiently. Oh, Lucky's going to take his head off with the Deeg. And there were 2 poles trying to hold up this round for Ence. Now there's just one. Can Hades be that stabilizing player? Can he be the one to save this round, this pistol round from Astralis that looks to come in as their first on the board? I
don't want to give a caveat. I don't want to give an excuse. It's a good round out of Astralis. Really nice entries on ramp to start it. But Ence did right in the GoTV chat that just team speak. So I think their communication may have gone down in that round at some point in that 2-on-2. No confirmation. We'll see if there's a pause, or maybe they've already fixed things back up. But yeah, nice round to catch you off guard if you're Astralis there. Fast out ramp, deadly Deegs out of Dupree and co. And they're going to get it under wraps. Save on the Orb, still plenty of money for Ence to continue rebuying. But Astralis have got on the board, better late than never.
Yeah, great deeging out of Lucky, right? Orpers often are pretty keen with that weapon, but Lucky has already shown time and time again that in many a situation where he has an AWP and a deagle, he actually leans onto the deagle. He seems to love that gun.
Yeah, he even had that P250 1v1 as well yesterday against Dexter.
Yeah, he just seems very, very comfortable with all the pistols.
Such is an AWPer, always the way. Quick couple of kills for Ence in this round. They push through the outside smokes. They, again, like you talk about respecting Astralis. I feel like when you do get back to not only this roster, but also the fact that it's online, yeah, they get a lot less respect. You know, that's a crazy play, and it works out for a double kill. Snappy has given us another on the ramp. Any more? Yes, indeed. And the bomb dropped. Snappy has done his job. Lucky in a clutch. He's found a couple of kills. He's on for the ace, but pushed in deep. Spinks has made a perfect play. And Lucky, surely not going to be checking this one. He has so many corners to clear. And the door as well.
Deagle out, but yeah, not ready for a deep player. And, you know, that's another example of, like, Spinks just doing a good job in terms of knowing the fallback would be, you know, in through lobby, maybe look for a pick towards A. And the one place you're never going to be concerned about is someone, you know, deep walking T-spawn. Ence seem really, really good at, like, planning for a round win a few steps in advance, right? It's not, like, super reactive. They're very, very proactive in how they approach these rounds. So back to the drawing board for Astralis. Not an AWP in sight for the Danes either. Hades has still got his. He's dropping down vent early. That's because these outside smokes have gone in.
Yeah, an AWP down Secret as well. Very hard to get past. That's if Astralis want it, right? Again, they're throwing in fakes. They get these smokes in, they play behind them, then at the last second, they creepy crawl their way to main and garage. It's going to be the Heaven Wrap. Diha wants to spot it. He does get the information. Not risking his life for a fight. Instead, he goes out lower, and oh, they're very close to Diha. He knows, he gets one. They're already climbing up on the outside, though. Hell player now moved in from ramp. Diha just trying to stop them from setting up this split, but Astralis are coming whether you like it or not. 1 and 2 for Dupree, and the A site is open for business. He's got all of them. Bye-bye, Ence. This is an Astralis round, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, beautiful work out of Dupree, man. We needed a hero to step up. Dup could be that guy. Astralis are onto a second, and it's pretty clean as well. That's going to come in handy for keeping this T-side with a bit of longevity behind it. Stamina, endurance,
Yeah.
all important. It's about how long you can keep it up for, not just.
Not just what, Harry? How fast you can go?
Yeah, how fast you can go. Right.
Sure. Some even say slow and steady wins the race.
It does. That's the old prophecy. Prophecy. That's the wrong word.
Saying.
Story. Yeah.
Would you say you were more of a tortoise or a hare, Harry?
Depends what we're talking about.
Okay,
Depends on the
context
situation.
Is everything.
Context
right?
is everything.
Yeah, we can leave it at that.
I think, I'd say more turtle out of the three. Turtles are pretty cool.
I thought you hated the ocean.
Yeah, but if I was a turtle, I'd be suited to the ocean, and then I'd hate land.
Yeah, you'd have like a, shield.
Yeah.
Armor, as it were. Tiger sharks don't care about your armor, though. They'll eat turtles whole. And Diha takes a chump out of Glaive. Quick kill outside. Astralis wanted to hit upper with that main lurk, and Glaive gone. That's a timing for Doto. He's still going to be able to drop the smoke, but they don't want to go down the vent. Oh, the spam will do instead for dupreeh. You said he could be the hero, and once again, he steps up to the plate. 4-on-4. Options open now. Back to ramp they go. Hades yet to die. And Snappy by his side.
Oh man, yeah, this double hold at ramp, that's so problematic. The bomb is dropped out in the open. Oh, this AWP. It owns the ramp room. For Lucky, he's in a 1-on-4. He has just under a minute left. And he's on a big outside wrap. Well, that's pretty brutal.
Yeah. I mean, with Diha waking up as well, he wasn't really, super apparent individually in the last map. We didn't need to be, right? Hades and Spinks would take so much of the glory away. Doto as well with his entries on that T side towards B. But now Diha's having a great game as well. And it gets scarier for Astralis, second by second. Of course, with every new map Astralis play, that's a new map for Lucky inside of this team. Prac is one thing, officials are an entirely different beast.
Yeah, I don't know what the remedy would be here, right? If you're Astralis, it's very, very awkward. It feels like everywhere you've gone, like there's not been any like I can't. How do I say this word? Replicatable?
Yeah.
Replicatable?
No.
I don't know, mate.
First one sounded right.
Yeah, replicatable. You haven't been able to replicate it. There you go.
Yeah, just take out
change
the
the phrasing, right?
You're unable.
No, because they have been unable, right? And so that's why we drop it from the word. And so you don't have like that kind of light at the end of the tunnel and you go, oh, well, at least this worked. We can apply some pressure here. Yeah. Even like the ramp takes that have worked out for them, a lot of the times it's come off the back of like Ence overfacing, one player stepping up massively. There was that heaven lurk for dupreeh. But Ence are the ones kind of setting the bar right now, and Astralis are having to very much play their game.
Oh, the door boost we see.
These are always filthy, bro.
Sometimes AWPers even go up here as well, over the vent on the head of their teammate. Oh, there's a bit of a gap, but not enough for Diha to do anything. He has to move through, and he catches a good timing, killing the rifle. They'll pick it right back up and get a second as well. Spinks in the lobby. He's got a smoke if he wants to trap them in radio. Snappy's got them locked in on the other side. Can't afford to die. That's the bomb. And no trade. Finally, Bubsky gets it. Thank goodness for that. He's crafted a path down towards B. He gets spammed, but luckily he's out of dodge, smoking his retreat. They could charge it. It would be a bit ballsy. And Glaive is here to make sure that they don't get away with that. Right now, it's an inverse round. Players have traded positions. A belongs to the Ts and Lobby to the CTs. And Glaive, with that picked up gun from Diha's dead body, is doing the work. Magisk with another denies Hades' rotation up vent, and Doto in a 1-on-3. Give it a go. Why not? Oh.
Oh. It's the AK. Sees the leg, but Bubsky swinging ahead is going to lock it in. Doto was trying to show us all the lineups he knows there for the hot spam. It does end up on the receiving end of Bubsky. Nice stuff there from Bubsky, right? He's very much one of the key parts of that round in the sense that he kind of saves it, right? The bomb was lost at ramp, if you remember. He gets that important trade. He's able to elude capture on the lobby push.
Ooh, weird detail. Glaive misbought. He just bought a P90 and then dropped it and got an AK instead. So that's, you know, that's an expensive wastage. Like, it might not matter, but, you know, at this point in the game, you need every dollar you can salvage. Times are tough in the current economy. Oh, not for Hades, though. He's reaping rewards, picking up a smoke shot to Glaive. How do you like that now? Vengeance is sweet. Astralis meander their way down lower, but it's not going to get any easier. Diha's already here, one of those 2 M4s in play in this round. He's not got grenades to stop them, and we're going to have a boost up to try and check down deep. Magisk needs to be pinpoint. D has ducked in the corner. He's not giving him anything. Pokes his head out, and Maj is still aware, even though he just cleared it. That's a massive kill. Astralis now OB, and they even follow up as well. This round should be theirs. We've got a lurk on the roof. Bubsky just keeping up pressure, and Hades tagged down low as the bomb plant comes in.
I don't know how Doto's still alive. Bubsky just died in his own Molotov.
Okay.
And Spinks is saving. So this was like a real mixed bag, we'll call it, at the end of that round there, right? Still, it's Astralis up onto 4.
Where was the molly? Did he throw it under ladder? Or did he? Was it full damage? Do you know it was a molly?
No,
I saw him throw a molly.
I have no clue, mate.
I
have no clue what just happened to
was
Bubsky.
Here. He did throw a molly, I'm pretty sure. So that sounds right, but it might have been full damage. I don't know.
Can we find his body? Yeah. Can we locate it? Then we might be able to, you know, then we're like detectives.
Yeah.
Like we've shown up, this is the crime scene, right?
Yeah.
So, this is our timeline of events and what we think happened. And exactly 20 seconds left, he lit the Molotov.
He's got charred bones down on the B-bomb site.
There are millions of charred bones.
And all of them belonging to Bubsky.
There are more charred bones in our universe than there are grains of sand on the beach. Shout out Brian Cox one time. Here we go. Astralis have got 4. I know he's watching, by the way. He loves
he's a big fan,
right? And now there's no money, Hugo.
Yes.
No money. That's actually such a big sigh of relief for the Danes.
Yeah, this T-side is now opened up massively for Astralis, right? It felt like it was never going to happen with so many full buys out of Ence coming in clean, but couple of rifle rounds, and now look at your reward, a bit of a freebie. The one rifle is the only threat, and Spinks putting it to use, finding a kill, but he can't get out alive. Lucky trades with the orb. Teammate picks up the gun. Snappy, no way, only gets a second. Lucky, he's getting hunted for the orb now. They want the bounty, and oh, missed shot. Now they're really well armed. Now they've got 3 rifles. Watch out, Astralis, they're coming.
Yeah, oh, and they're coming fast. You better believe it. It's coming back to him. Here they are. Triple set up over at ramp. They're moving in. Magisk, he's got the bomb down. He's out of there. He doesn't want to hang around in this site. And who can't blame him? All 3 for Ence. Moving in through ramp. They're taking their time. They've got to clear all these close angles. But now they see there's no one here. They're homed in on the double doors. Hades with this orb. They worked hard to get it out of Lucky's hands. Now, what is he going to be able to do with it? Both players for Astralis just not facing. Eventually, you got to get on this bomb, and in tandem, both kills come through. Glaive and Magisk, they play that to perfection in the 2-on-3.
I love that.
They don't give you a fight until the exact moment that they do, and suddenly you get all the fights.
Yeah, like that's crazy as well. I wonder how they even timed that. It's not like, I think it was Magisk and single. It's not like he even opened his door. He was just backed up. Both doors swung at the same second. And, well, both kills come through for Astralis. They needed that, man. They couldn't get eco'd. Like, that was one saved AK in a flat USP buy. So it had to happen for Astralis, and even though it was costly, the result is there. Smoke on the Molotov. Diha moving in outside behind the red box. Now, they know he should be here. They hear that smoke blue. Magisk. Lovely shot. Taking down Diha outside. Ence were getting away with these kind of plays early in the half. Now it's no longer working.
You can feel that as this game has gone on, guys, really I'm looking at like the old 3 of Astralis. I'm talking about Dupree, Glaive and Magisk. They've started to look a lot more comfortable, and that's a real sigh of relief for me, right? Thus far, it's been a lot of like Lucky and Bubsky trying to do what they can. I want to be able to look at like the 3 tried, tested, tenured veterans of this squad and know that they can keep the wins rolling in. We're getting a lot better performance out of the 3 of them.
Yeah, just made the dangerous walk through lobby in a mid-round. You know how scary that can get with some of the pushes we've seen from Spinks. This is a lineup. Doto, if it's a toxic plant, he has got the spam for it. We'll see if it comes to use or not, because he is still getting lurked on. Spinks taken lobby. This is inconsequential at this point in the round. Too late to stop the bomb from going down. Doto, will he get back to his spot? Will it even matter? It's a safe plant. Doesn't affect.
Bomb has been planted.
And now the retake, if you even want to go for it, no kit. But everyone's here. Temptation.
Oh, the feet! Bobski's getting tickled. But time is the real enemy of Ence here. They take a real long while to decide whether or not they want to go for this. So the kills have got to be quick, and they're not. Lucky and Magis, they got that crossfire set up. I think Ence got kind of caught between two minds there, right? It's like they're all there and they're going, well, it's a 3-on-3, like we could do it, but do we want to? And then you know, they do a little bit of damage because they kind of get interested and they go, all right, boys, let's try a late round retake. Well, with the AWP set up at ramp, with Magisk up on the silo, with that crossfire set up, it was always going to be tricky, and leaving yourself with only, you know, 20 seconds to actually get in, just not enough time.
And in past post plants on B, Astralis have played secret, right? They played double, they played single. Right there, that's not the case. Ence spent a lot of time clearing radio and the double door, and at that point they realized, we've taken so long looking for these picks back into the bomb site, and everyone for Astralis is either ramp or in B rather. So yeah, we've just not got these kills. They throw themselves through the doors, but they were already shut. Ence just didn't know. Just Eagles. Doto having a bit of a slow one today. He had a great game last map. Maybe the T side is where he's going to wake up once he has that AK-47. And it's not like he's, you know, having an easy game about it, right? Like lots of avoidance for Astralis, lots of fakes. It's a typical T side on Nuke for them. The outside smokes, and then the doubling back out up. And you've got to be careful. Two players on either side here. The bomb is B. And that's a great clear from Glaive, but he's not ready for D-Hub. Oh, another Deagle. That could have been everything for Ence. Instead, it's Astralis controlling lower, but just won't commit on his own. And Bubski's taking a top pick, bringing the bomb back. Magisk is always running it solo with this bomb, but he's yet to be punished for that play. I mean, he had no other option. Glaive dead, and the round over. This was a strong start for Ence, and we've already forgotten what that felt like.
And mate, Lucky was topping the charts for Astralis back on Ancient. He's top of the board again here and now, right? He's looking good today. Yeah, that's exactly what we want out of him. It's a little bit weird because it's like, really, if I was ever going to sit here and be like, yeah, I want a bit more out of someone, I kind of would have rather it be Lucky than me, like looking at the old faces on Astralis. But hell, as mentioned, you know, they are starting to warm back into it. I think if you could get, you know, either Magisk or Dupree to kind of relive some of what we had out of them yesterday, you might be on for a big comeback here if you're Astralis.
Yeah, winning the half would be the cherry on top. Oh, okay, Spinks, where was that from? Did he go up the ladder? What? Oh my goodness, he's on T-Roof!
He's pushed the lobby, this man. He's like, well, look, screw it. If Astralis want to start playing their fancy Counter-Strike, I'm just going to run at them.
Oh, quick switch, that should have been a shot for Hades. Luckily, it doesn't matter, Glaive Town low. Anyway, Diha really wants to finish this kill, and Bubski's come in to provide cover. Weird round right now, but one where Ence just can't lose it.
Yeah, no, it would be impressive to lose this round. Like, with all the map control you have, Bubski has got this as safety. Like, and safety is a bit of an incorrect terminology here. You are the furthest thing from safe. They can be in any corner. Oh my God. The
spam as well.
Yeah, it's spooky. It's every pistol round of this series so far. Well, he's bringing them out again. Back on Ancient, he TK'd Glaive and then died immediately. So Dupree, this is it. Are we going to get the incredible Dup with the dualies, or is it going to be Dupe? Let's see. Here he is, up on top of the hut. Come on, big Dupey. Dupree, he's got the dualies in the heart. They don't know about him. Now he's out in the open and dead after 0. Dupree still stands at -1 with the dual Berettas.
I'm not saying I like watching Dupree die with the dualies, but I'm just kind of glad that they're not doing anything. It's therapeutic to me at this point. Retake's not happening. Look at the health. The Gooshes are in. I feel like there was a jump shot from the Glock as well. I can't even tell. Too many bullets coming from too many directions, and now everyone dead except Glaive. It's all about to happen, and so Ence locking a pistol round. Lovely stuff. And okay, the redemption arc for Astralis, well, might be short-lived if Ence's T-side can get rare and to go. Remember, Doto, back on Ancient on that T-side, was a beast at entering. He's gone very cold here, gone very quiet, but now, arm to the teeth, maybe he can pick up the pieces. That being said, I feel like this is the most dangerous map in the game for a CT4 spy to find success.
Yeah.
Lots of avenues.
Why
of
is
attack.
that, Hugo? Give me your opinions.
Right, close positions, you know, in everywhere. A and B, secret. You've got scouts outside often. Astralis, you know, they love a scout. But lobby pushes are frequent. I just think this is a good map for forces. You know, you see maps like Dust 2, it doesn't really work. Maps like Nuke, maps like Mirage.
No, don't worry, Hugo. I fully agree with you. I just, you know, I find listening to your words to be quite nice.
You're not the only one, Harry.
Could have returned a compliment, but it's fine. We'll work on that.
Couples counselling.
Well, we do have that meeting with the therapist at the end of the week, Hugo, and I'm counting down the days. Dupree, he's mollied out, but look at this. They didn't see.
Lord.
They got flashed, and now
now
they
he's
learn
trapped.
about him. Yeah, now he's a dead man walking. Man, advantage taken. Hades extends it even further. The A site belongs to Ence.
Nice flick.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No
fun.
ammo for it, though. Pure guttural reaction. Magiska looking to take a gun with him. We would love to find an AK, but the roaming MAC-10s will make that very difficult. He coming up, and Magis does deal death, but going to spawn. Seen ahead, scout out now. Oh, and he can't do it, no armor, so tagged down by the AK, and Ence win the round, as they really should, as you hope they would, but we've been waiting for that buy round for Astralis. We'll have to wait longer. Uno mas. One more eco.
Yeah, Astralis in these little eco rounds, you know, normally they're pretty keen to just go fight you. You know, like they just make it as chaotic as you can, because like maybe you win, and if you don't win, well, it's not your problem anymore.
Harry, get that scream ready. Dupree's got a Zeus.
All right. Oh, okay.
Now you know it's a fake as well. That's the best part about this for Glaive. The full smokes won't do anything. And in fact, Ence, if they ran into ramp, they'd run into a stack. Instead, they go A, and it's free real estate.
Yeah, they're going in. They're uncontested over in this A bomb site. But hell, man, if you're Astralis, you're gonna try and milk this for all it's worth. You know, even taking guns away is super valuable.
Yeah. Firmly grasp that teat and give it a yank. That's how you get the milk, Harry.
That is, yeah, no, undisputable actually.
There they go, dropping on in.
Oh, there's one out of the MAC-10. That should be the extent of the damage. Just lucky left. He'll take one more with him, and
Not
yeah,
bad.
that's actually a great eco here.
Oh, imagine that. If it was an AK, man, if it was an AK, would have been another. But good eco, yeah. Astralis, they buy a Zeus in that round, and they get 3 kills from it. Well, not from the Zeus, but from the round. 11-7, though. This is buy time, and this is try time for Astralis, as they got to get on the board early. Double AWP to do it. I'm never against this. And Harry, we continue to see more players pick up the AWP out of the gate, right? Obviously lucky to take the first, but you know, Magisk on it now. We've seen, yeah, everyone really don this AWP from time to time inside of Astralis. And I'm not against it. We've seen everyone look capable. So what is the game plan? Glaive ready with utility outside, ready to smoke a Molotov onto a smoke to stop a smoke blooming on the cross.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I understood that.
Yeah.
Look at this. Lucky down here in secret. It's his little secret. And, ooh, they don't know about him yet. With the ready and waiting for this exact contingency. Right now, he's holding for a silo swing. When he goes up and over to try and peek this red box, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this fight. Could decide a hell of a lot in this round. Lucky
so
is
weird.
Been good on the AWP so far. But look at this from Ence, bro. They're like
Glaive's so
statues.
aware. Oh, nice trade.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
We kind of get to see how immediate that was because we get it from like both reactions, mate. Lucky gets one. You couldn't have really asked for more out of the guy. He's traded immediately by Snappy. They spot Glaive in the vent and Doto drops down from the A-bomb site to deal with him. This lower take is now in full swing, and Magisk is the only guy that can stop it. Back in lobby, Hades is holding for a flank, but somehow Dupree's gotten past him. The timing's just been missed there, but I think Astralis are probably just saving.
Yeah, Magisk would love that kill on the cross, but they just smoked it and planted in the smoke rather than going behind the silo. It's a weird round as well. Doto, good little lurk from him as well. He gets out behind the vent, and he actually hears Glaive drop down. He calls it over. That's why Ence were aware of Glaive in vent. And then as Glaive is stalling them out, Doto sneaks through the smoke and stabs him in the back. So Glaive could never get away with that lower rotation and left in a 3-on-4. Even with a missed shot from Hades, Astralis, they cut their losses. And the losses, Harry, they are building. 12 up on the Ence scoreboard. Great shot from Snappy. He's had a hell of a recovery. Let's talk about that, right? Like we said last game, yeah, you know, Ence are winning. Snappy's got 5 kills. It doesn't matter. He's leading. He's looking good. Man, he is performing individually. On ramp on that CT side was locking it down alongside Hades many, many rounds. And now on the T side as well. Getting a shot like that, taking down the AWPer. Pinpoint. You love to see it. 12-7. Another double AWP. Astralis' save is at least going to enable a buy.
And they're about to get dealt an A push, like an A rush. Diha, one bullet's Glaive out as he's burning alive.
Gross.
He's slowed down. That shouldn't have.
Get him out.
The A-bomb site's open, mate. Ence have got it. They won the round right there and then. I am lost for words.
Line up.
Lucky.
Oh, do it.
Oh, what?
He even let him plant. He gave him a second.
Bro, Lucky's like channeling. It's like, this round has just been the wildest ride. Just the biggest roller coaster.
CS is a drug.
Oh.
And I'm hooked up to a drip right now. Oh,
mate.
My goodness.
What was this? I still can't get over the Diha one tap. He's naded. He's burning in a Molotov. And he's getting spammed. So he's slowed down to, like, he's moving at like 2% of his full potential. And he's crawling his way through. And he's like, right, I have about a millisecond left to do anything. Like,
one tap.
One bullet's Glaive out. And then they just spill in on the back of it. Oh, beautiful. Great stuff from Lucky as well. I don't know what that was. He's like building up the courage to make it happen. He's like, oh, and then just nails it.
Yeah. Oh. It's a shame as well, because that was you know, he made it a 3-on-3, I think. If he gets that, you know, if he gets this kill before the bomb plant comes in, I guess he waits for the audio and he's like, oh, bomb's down. Okay, now I take the shot. He didn't know, right? If he gets that shot off, suddenly bomb's loose, 3-on-3. You get to wait out the molly in heaven, the smoke in main, and maybe there's a chance. But Astralis, they know even with that kill, a replant comes in immediately. And Astralis, if they want to rebuy in the follow-up round, they've got to give it up. So they shall. Double AWP, dragged forward round after round after round, but still none in the pocket of Astralis here in the CT side. 5 in a row for Ence. Their T-sides today have been lights out on both maps. Why stop now?
Yeah, they've got that double AWP set up still to fall back on. Right, they saved them again.
Another A-take.
Just another one of these fast A rushes. Hell, let's see. Yeah, Spinks is brought down low. They're vent dropping. They change their mind. They go, all right, boys, bye. They drop down into B, and now they're looking for a plant. They do lose both Spinks and Hades over on that top site.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb now planted. Doto trying to take ramp. This is going to be a point of rotation for Astralis, so he's got to be ready for a fight. And he is going to get one hell of a fight pretty much immediately. This round is rapidly getting out of hand for Ence. They've tried to make the best out of a bad situation, but it is just Doto. The lineup was almost there, but Magisk a little too quick. You know, if you take a swing at the king, you can't miss, as the old saying goes. He turns on a dime, he locks in that round, and Astralis is still in this one.
Absolutely. They had to win that to you know, force that statement out of you, Harry, but they've done it, and they've done it clean, keeping their money intact. Good shot out of Magisk. And nice hold on that A site as well, right? Dupree getting rid of that top play. 2 players immediately dead as Ence get down the vent, so the plant is really all they have to be thankful about in the round. Another rebuy coming in, another orb for Hades. And definitely got his work cut out for him. You know, Ence, I'm not against some of these rushes. They've gone for a lot of fast rounds. Maybe just let Hades work it now, right? Let this AWP, you know there's a double orb. Just let him start going for picks, put him towards the door, put him on ramp, boost him outside, and once you have a kill, you can, you know, reassess your options.
I imagine we see them slow it down now as well, right? Just because, like, while you're finding success on the faster rounds, you're also, like, making that statement of, like, look, you cannot stop us. Like, we are the unstoppable force. And you know, it was like a bit of a statement victory whenever you were winning rounds playing quickly. Yeah. Whereas now, like the first time it hasn't worked, if there ever was a time to maybe slow it down a bit, just remind Astralis that that's something you can do. You know, it's only going to serve to make your next fast round more impactful as well.
Also, you know, when you start losing rounds, the util is just full out for Astralis. They have everything. You know, Molly's on all 5, so you don't want to keep rushing. And you know, we've seen, okay, yeah, sure, we had that one tap for Diha. That's not replicatable. So yeah, slow it down. Let Astralis burn some utility, and a lot of it has gone out. Quick vent dive over Spinks, and the funny part about it is that flash was so well timed. Bubsky has no clue. He may call, hey, they could be vent. They could be vent, but I don't think Astralis are aware of how fast he got down, and they still go out upper. Come on, Ence, give them a break. Spinks was about to kill Magis down lower. Forget it, it's not needed. You've got the A side.
Mate, I guess we were wrong about the idea of, like, you know, taking it slower.
Well, they just wait out the molly and then they explode. Simple as.
A little slower than normal, but
it's just a delayed train, mate, by a couple of minutes.
Oh.
Like, and you know, right before that A play came in, Magis was dead. He was not considering Spinks in vent. There was no way, because the smoke missed as well. The smoke didn't even cover vent. So Bubsky, if you see a smoke that's covering vent, you can call, like, yeah, I actually don't know. But Bubsky, even though he was flashed for a micro moment, a millisecond, so why would he be aware of that vent drop? Magis, that's awkward. Couple of missed shots. Don't know how the first one did not connect. Shaking on the ladder is Doto. Shaking in his sleep is Magisk. Lucky gets an exit, but it won't change a thing. 14-8. This could be the beginning of the end for Astralis. Or in fact, just the end.
Yeah, something else as well I think you got to give some credit to is, like, when they're going for these A rushes, everyone is so on the same page. Like, they come out, like, pre-aiming, like, all the spots, right? You have a guy checking top rafters and top hut. While that's happening, I think it's either Spinks or Snappy is the guy, like, swinging the CT vent. It's very, very clearly something that's been rehearsed down to a T.
And that's what we saw in Ancient as well. One of the things that we were pointing out on this T side, it felt like the dry runs had been there for Ence. This player break has clearly been monumental for this team, right? It's not the same roster we saw yesterday against Vitality. As good as they looked, they had a close map in there. This is a whole different roster for Ence. They are looking so well oiled, so well drilled, and they are just tearing Astralis apart on Astralis' map pick as well. You know, Ancient was at least somewhat competitive at times. This one is not the case. We had the late half comeback for Astralis in that T side, but I don't think there's room for it here. It's now or never, do or die. 14-8, and the final bye. And now a completely different round.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of, like, having so many of these fast rounds is, you know, you've really conditioned Astralis to throw all this util out, to have to use it early to stop these rushes. Now, you've lost Diha outside. This is going to trigger a bit of a response in towards ramp.
Yeah, I mean, the rotators still good. Astralis is still a very dependable Nuke CT side team. You know, they get the kill, they give it up. You can see them already starting to adjust, drop down lower, enforce that B bomb site, make sure they're ready for this double back to A, because really that's all Ence have shown us. Top site hits, and this round is no exception. Glaive is here in time. Dupree behind the site. Dupree needs a multi-kill in this round, or Astralis is going to be very hard pressed to get back in. Ence are in no hurry though this time. They're re-smoked, they're waiting it. And they're even moving Hades outside. Will he commit? Or is... No, he's just selling a fake. Throws a flash, draws some attention over. But no one's moving a muscle. Astralis have got the read right now.
comes this A utility once again. That's the bomb cut down. Spinks leading the charge with the bomb in hand. So now Astralis is going to start to pull players over. The bomb's been retrieved. Look at the vent rotate from Bobski. He just barrels up the vent and shoots them in the back. Doto left in this one, a 1v5 when this began, a 1v4 rather, now 1v3. Has the bomb fallen down vent as well? Yeah, it did. That's pretty brutal. So yeah, he was screwed. Astralis, they do grab a 9th. They're finally able to quell one of these A plays as well. Obviously, it helps that Lucky gets that opener to begin the round for Astralis. And that's just something that's kind of been missing. When you've had these like fast A plays, you haven't really had a chance of, you know, securing an opener, forcing Ence to slow it down a bit and look for solutions. That's really where Astralis do their best work. So I think, you know, if Ence are going to try and take this outside control, they need to be very wary of Lucky and the rest of the boys here, because this is where we're going to see Astralis try to secure these openers.
I like that play for Magisk, right? It looks a bit messy. He doesn't get more than one, but dink onto Hades, and it's showing that Astralis is starting to feel it again. They're starting to have a bit more faith, throwing themselves into gunfights. Magisk gets one. Hades low. Glaive in secret with, I'm sure, a myriad of one ways that he can throw in. There's another playing on top of the railing. But you see a smoke in secret, you know what to expect. Snappy is boosted up and looking for a kill out. He's been spamming the smoke, looking for legs. And Glaive will leg it. Back down to B he goes. Can always rotate back up vent as well. He's faking door. He's going to keep Ence's attention as they try and once again walk out A.
Oh, Bobski and Dupree, they're holding down door, they're not letting you in. And yeah, it's another go at repelling the A offensive. It's getting a lot more dominant now, Ence. You can't keep going back to this. It's not working as well as it used to.
Glaive was so aware. He literally faked the door, came up vent, dropped the molly in Squeaky. Like, you know, that was a 2-man A-hole, but really it was a 3-man A-hole.
And actually, Hugo, I just realised something. One of the times we played against Deha was on Nuke, if I'm not mistaken. As a main player, I can tell you that he is despicable getting out through the door. Yeah, of course he was, mate. He's Deha. Yeah. But yeah, no, it feels rough in this position.
Ooh, okay. The D's will do.
They can all do it, yeah. Not Deha, but Doto this time around. Deha's leapt down from main and grabbed the M4. Look at him. Yeah, they know all about it. Dupree gets dinked, but is able to survive that one. And so Astralis are looking for 11.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it at 14-8, but now the winds have changed. The tides have turned, and the rounds are starting to stack up big. Magisk knows they could be behind him, but seems pretty sure that they are. In fact, he's right now. Does that not connect? Spinks is shooting into walls, and Magic's ready to close the round. Easy stuff on the ramp room. Gives that 11th over. Only a bit of a broken bye for Ence, and this round won't be a lot better, at least for Spinks. They've got AKs otherwise. And so Ence. Okay, now we see the depth. Now we see Snappy's tactical depth on this T side, because really, like, while I've loved these A executes and the pace and the protocols and who's looking where and the flashes that come through and some of the ideas, really they have just been all of the same variety on this top side. We need to see smokes outside. We need to see ramp takes. We need variety.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to feel like a one-trick pony, right? Like, if you had a horse that could wear a top hat and dance, that's sick, but it gets old quick, right? Whereas if you have a horse that can, like, you know, is a mixologist, is a professor at law, you know, like that's way more impressive. Yeah, man, you look at that and you go, all right, now you've got my attention. So let's see who's got more horsepower here. Ence fast down a B. That's more like it. Deha again with the taps, and Doto's found another. Forget everything I just said. The horsepower's out. Snappy getting that bomb down, and they are roaring towards a finish line. Lucky attempting to respond, but Deha up close.
Beasting
has annihilated this ramp hole that he's in with the double. Deha taking heads off. He's collecting those Astralis scalps. He wants those Astralis scalps. And so there he is, up onto 50.
It's a personal debt that Ence have made upon him, and he will collect. Oh my goodness, Dupree. He's getting lurked on right now. He does walk the smoke, but Dota's coming up and he won't be needed. Hades does it on his own. Lovely round out of Diha. Just the pace. I thought he was going to push that molly on ramp, but he is a little more contained, and still he unleashes hell upon Astralis. 15-8. And that's more like it, right? A different pace, a different round. What an opener here in Secret. Magisk was jump spotting. That looks crazy, but it's fairly safe play, a fairly safe way to get the information. I was going to say without dying, but, well, sometimes Diha delivers. And that is a perfect round from him. 15, one more, 4 chances to do it. Can they? Oh, that's weird.
Oh! Oh my god. Ooh,
Get me out.
outside is messy.
Get me
I don't
out.
like it. I want to get off of Mr.
What's his wild ride? What's happening? Oh, doubling down. He's taking matters back into his own hands. This is absolute chaos. This is, it's ugly, but it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen at the same time. Diha, he's given this 3-on-3 over. A lot of weird little abnormalities towards outside to open this round up. And now everything's looking odd, right? You've got this outside control, but look, Doto's all the way back in T-spawn with the bomb. Like, he's a long way away from the rest of the gang. So I'm imagining, you know, you're looking for an A play here, maybe a split through main, him looking to come in through door. Right now, Astralis have only got 1 player in this A bomb site, so all our eyes are on Dupree.
Yeah, it feels tempting to try and wrap hell here, but you know Astralis is just so cognizant. Like, they've played this map a million times. They know what the timings are like to get to that position, and so Ence make the really good call of full grouping together, and I like that. Splitting up in a 3-on-3 against Astralis on this map is dangerous, and so they'll come to you instead. Dupree, you said you needed something from him. Well, he'll give us the goods. And coming in through lobby is someone to help out as well. Magisk trying to backstab Diha. Who? Oh my goodness. Turns around on a dime and hits the headshot. It's all unlucky. We've said he's had a couple of clutches so far for this team, but this has to be one on the brink of defeat.
Mate, D has decided, though, he wants this over and done with. He wants this finished now. These last 2 rounds have really come off the back of this guy. He's got 3 in the round already. He's looking to close it out for Ence. And there it is. Diha will deliver. Ence, they 2-0 Astralis, taking them down on their map pick and locking in a dominant Ancient earlier on. This Ence was a treat. And if we can get more of that, then this group just got even more exciting.